Hey there. So, this is a group reading. Because it is a group reading, I went ahead and did a little meditation before this just to get some signifiers. So, they gave me pastel pink, toucans, waterfalls, black SUV, and Pokemon cards. So if any of those things really stand out to you or really perked you up, then there's a really big chance that this reading is for you. Interesting. So we've got Secret Temptation, and then we've got Clearing and Activating, Celestial Gatekeeper, and Kundalini Rising. So the two cards that came out first was this Secret Temptation and the Clearing and Activating. There is something that you want to do that very few people know you actually want to do. It's something that you feel isn't in your best interest, and you feel like if you shared it with other people that it would not be accepted well, so you just kind of keep it to yourself. And they're saying that that's actually where you're being led astray, is you feel like not sharing this aspect of yourself is doing them a favor, but in reality it's hurtful, it's harmful to you, and it's harmful to the people in your life. The people who are in your life want you to be your authentic self. And so hiding pieces of who you are because you think it won't be palatable, detrimental. They want you to clear and activate that. They showed me a broom. Just sweep all of those notions to the side. You are amazing and beautiful. They show me a very beautiful, bright, vibrant soul. These pieces that you think are going to cause people to not like you it's the opposite, actually. These are the things that are going to set you apart from everybody else. These are the things that are going to make people love you more, because you're going to be able to find that authentic piece of yourself. It's a piece of you that nobody else has. So it's really important. We got the Celestial Gatekeeper and Kundalini Rising on this side. I think they kind of wanted me to keep these a little separate here. So the Celestial Gatekeeper and the Kundalini Rising tells me that part of this clearing away the way that you feel about yourself, clearing that out, is going to open the space for this bigger version of yourself to be available. Not only to you, but to the people around you. They said that once you get there, you're going to want to kick yourself. Why didn't I do this sooner? Why wasn't this easy before? The timing had to be what it was, because you had to go through all of the things that you went through first in order to be at this place. So when you do get this cleared out and when you look back, you're going to be tempted to say, that was so easy, that was so blah, blah, blah. Why didn't I? You're going to want to kick yourself. Don't. They don't want you to do that. They want you to accept that it had to happen how it happened time-wise, because it was just how it was set up. It wasn't supposed to happen sooner. So don't kick yourself for that. Just keep being yourself. Just keep finding your passion. Just keep listening to your heart. You are exactly where you need to be. We've got the biome and we've got rock. So two very earthy cards here. They said that the gifts that are going to come in for you as you clear away these thought processes that are detrimental to you are gifts that they're going to benefit you, yes, And by extension, they're going to benefit the world. They're going to benefit the planet itself and all of the people who are on the planet as well. So all of the immediate people in your life, even as far as reaching people that you don't really even know exist. The ripple effect that you send out just by living your authentic life is honestly pretty insane. It's crazy how far out it reaches. Don't be scared of that connection. My symmetry. Okay, we've got the Five of Pentacles in reverse. And then we had the Six of Wands. I think they wanted more cards before I read this. They wanted a few more before I started interpreting. Oh my gosh. That's interesting. I'm going to assume this is for you guys because I've never done this before. I accidentally put 2 cards from the sister deck of this tarot deck in here. So I'm going to go ahead and plop them out now. It was Ritual and Growth. So hold on, they want more. They're greedy, but I listen. Okay. We've got the Magician in reverse, the Eight of Cups, the Page of Cups, and the Six of Cups. Okay, a lot to unpack here. It seems like you are very aware that you need to change these thought processes. It's like you've acknowledged that, okay, this isn't working for me. And you're really, really set on to the next stage, which is what is going to work for me. They really want to commend you for recognizing that. Recognizing that the parts of yourself you need to work on are there and actively working on them. Good job. They gave a big thumbs up for that. It's really difficult to do. Some people don't even realize the parts that they hold inside that are holding them back. So they definitely wanted to say good job on that. They want you to look at your connection with your family when it comes to some of these things. They say that this isn't new. This isn't like, oh wow, I had no idea that I needed to look at the trauma surrounding me and my family situation. It's something that you're also aware of. They want you to look at it in a different mindset though. So we've got the Five of Pentacles in reverse here. And where she's in the reverse position, it's telling me that they want you to... They kind of want you to put the rose-colored glasses on, and they want you to look at your childhood through a romanticized, idealized version. There's a lot that happened, and it's difficult for you to process it because you're focusing solely on the negatives right now. You're focusing on, well, this happened, and so it makes me this way, and this happened, and that's why I'm this way. And it's really good to be aware of those things. Don't get me wrong. It's really good to know why you are the way that you are and what point in your childhood or your history triggered the way that you are, so that you can just have the awareness. But they don't want you to forget about the times when you got to put your feet in the ocean, or, you know, when you got that special birthday cake that you were asking for. There's a lot of good moments that you're not letting come through from your childhood or from your early adult years. They said there's a lot of those things that you're not letting come through because they're just surrounded by the anger and the frustration and the hate, the betrayal. So part of letting go in yourself is also letting go of that aspect of your younger self. they want you to get in the habit of every time that you have, that's where the ritual and growth comes in. So every time that you have a negative thought about your childhood, well, my dad did this and that's why this, they wanted to challenge you to make it a ritual to also make yourself have one good thought. Well, my dad did this and that's why I can't make a phone call. But my dad also did this and that's why I know how to change a tire. So they want you to go one for one with it. They said that there's a lot of change that's going to come with you being able to match that, essentially. So the gratitude card. And this is another really earthy card here. They wanted me to mention that if you really like being outside, try to get outside more. If you're in the northern hemisphere, they said, we know it's getting to be fall and winter, but don't let that stop you from going outside. If outside is something that heals you, don't be scared to go out just because it's cold. You know, put on the socks, put on the coat, put on the hat, take the hand warmers, do the things that you got to do to make yourself comfortable, but don't just stop. If outside helps you, go outside. So this gratitude card came out because they wanted to tie these two aspects of yourself together. So just the whole one for one, where they want you to have one good thought for every bad thought, basically associated with your family, trauma, and stuff like that. That gratitude is, first of all, gratitude just attracts more gratitude. So if you have a positive mindset and if you have a positive viewpoint of things, that's more of what's going to come to you. Having this attitude of gratitude, especially when it comes to this, when it comes to these family issues that you have, is ultimately going to help you pull back these layers at a much quicker rate. Like, you're moving along pretty good right now, but if you really want to speed that process along, I'm telling you, that one for one that they keep bringing back, they just keep one bad thought, one good thought. You got to match it. You got to at least match it. It's really going to excel things for you. Yep, we got the wheel of life here. So yeah, it's really wheels, fast, speed. It's really going to start making things just like almost to the point where it might be you might be like, oh gosh, hold on, I wasn't prepared for all of this. Not saying that it's overwhelming. They're never going to give you more than you can handle. But be thankful for more things. Be open to being thankful to more things. I asked your guides if there was any specific, this is a pretty specific deck, if there was any like specific things that you could do to help as you went through this process of giving gratitude, peeling back the layers. Okay, contentment. I love that. So part of the gratitude is being thankful for what you have. There's a lot of people out there who have a lot less than you do. And by the same token, there's a lot of people out there who have a lot more than you do. It could always be better, and it could always be worse. They want you to spend more time being content with where you're at. So if you can't learn to be happy where you're at, you're never going to get more. Because more is not going to lead to you being content. You can have more and more and more and more your whole life. But if you can't learn to be happy in the present moment, if you can't learn to just be thankful for what you have in the present moment, it's never going to be enough. And they don't want that for you. This wise woman card came out. Now, woman, we're not talking woman. It's more of just the divine feminine. Like, the aspect of ourself that can be content, that can be comfortable, that can make do with what we have, regardless of how big or how small it is. They brought me a vision of a woman who just has a bunch of random food, and she just made that into a meal. She didn't complain that, well, I don't have rice for this meal, or I don't have beans. She said, this is what I have, and this is what I'm going to do with that. Creativity. You have much more than you realize, and you have physically and spiritually so much more in there. They want you to focus more on the creative aspect of your life. They want you to use what you have to make things. Use what you have to explore new avenues, You can color with crayons. There's no rule that says that you have to have fancy markers in order to do an art. Like, you can use crayons. You can use cheap colored pencils from your kid's toy box. You can use the markers that have been in the closet since you got out of school. You can just fold paper. Like, you don't even have to do that. You don't even have to color or have that as a medium. You can just, origami in itself is an art. Oh my gosh, you got so much gratitude here. Giving with gratitude and grace. And then transformation is beautiful. Gratitude is the biggest takeaway from this for me. They really want you to be more thankful for where you are. You're seriously not going to ever get more if you can't be happy where you are. There's more available to you, don't get me wrong. And they absolutely want to give you more because you deserve more. You deserve it. You just have to know how to be accepting of it and to be thankful for it. And it starts at a really small level. Simple things like, I get to poop in a toilet and then my poop goes far away from me. That's something to be really thankful for. That's not a luxury everybody has. I have fresh water. If I was dehydrated, I could go get a drink and not worry about dysentery. A luxury not everybody has. There's a lot of things in your life that you see as just mundane things that a majority of the planet doesn't have. Getting to go to sleep every night in your house and not worry about somebody breaking in and killing you, that's a luxury. A lot of people do not have that level of safety. And if you are in a situation where you don't have that level of safety, they said it might be difficult to find some things to be thankful for. But there is something, somewhere. Your health, your friends, your job. Search really hard. Don't give up is the message they said. If you are stuck in a dark place and you feel like you absolutely cannot find something to be thankful for, make it stupidly simple. I'm thankful for my pillow. It's nice to have a pillow. I'm thankful that my shoes don't have holes. Start really, really small. You can be thankful for a small thing and it still gives off big energy. Thankfulness is thankfulness. Gratitude is gratitude. And having that will inevitably lead to this transformation that you're seeking out. One thing that I like to do before I end all of my reading sessions is I like to do just a little dice roll. Because numerology. We love numbers. So the number that I got for you guys was 875. And you can look this up as angel number, spiritual number, sacred number, numerology number, whichever one calls to you. You just Google sacred number 875, find the link that calls to you. That's a direct message from your guides to you, just to give it a little bit more personalized, individual basis kind of vibes. That's what I have for you. Gratitude is going to get you so far, and you have a lot to be thankful for. It really could always be better, and it could always be worse. Be thankful for where you are.